What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Cayman GTS 4.0 again. Today's video is another 5-minute espresso, so without further ado, let's just jump into it. So today I want to talk about some really cool and quirky features of this car. Yes, I know this is a very Doug DeMuro thing, but there I go again, copying someone else's work. Yay! So here we go, quirk number one. Have you ever wondered why Porsches have the ignition on the left side of the steering wheel? Well, this is an old Porsche tradition that dates back to the old and golden days of the Le Mans race. The Le Mans race is the 24-hour endurance race, and back in the day, drivers had to run to their cars, start them up, and then start the actual race. And Porsche's engineers came up with a very clever solution that would help their drivers gain a couple of tenths right at the start. Because back then, race cars were proper race cars with manual transmissions and everything, when you jumped into the car, you had to obviously press the clutch, put the car in drive, and then start it up. So why does moving the ignition to the left of the steering wheel matter so much? Well, when drivers jumped into the car, they used to put the car in first gear with the right hand and start the engine at the same time with the left hand, and then off they went. I mean, that's pretty clever if you ask me. And ever since those days, Porsche decided to keep this very unique feature on all of their cars. Yup, even the Cayenne has it. So quirk number two, or better still, feature number two, is how practical this car actually is for a two-seater. Now, at first, you might be saying, how can a two-seater sports car be practical? Well, because the engine is mounted in the middle, right? That's why it's called a mid-engine car. That means it has a trunk and a frunk. Let me show you. First off, the trunk is reasonably big. Actually, it fits all my filming gear here quite easily. And then the frunk, here it is. And this one is deeper than you might expect, actually. And both of these boots combined, right? The frunk and the trunk give this car bigger storage capacity than a VW Golf. So yeah, I would say that's quite practical, especially for this kind of a car. Now, if we go inside, I have something else to show you. As you can see, this car doesn't have cup holders or any other storage spaces in the center console, which at first I thought was quite disappointing. But then I found out that this car actually has storage spaces and they are quite big. So, first off, this car has the traditional Porsche cup holders. You press this one over here, and then you have two cup holders over here. They're quite handy, actually. They get bigger if you have bigger sized drinks, or smaller if you have smaller sized drinks. But what about other storage spaces, because you can't obviously store your mobile phone, for example, in the cup holders, right? Obviously. Well, the first thing you do is move this seat forward, and then right in the back of that seat, there's a storage space. It is quite big. I can fit actually quite a lot of stuff in there. And guess what? There's another one right behind the driver's seat. Exactly the same size. Now, another quirk of the Porsche Cayman is the fact that you can't really see the engine, right? You open the trunk and there's really nothing to see there. So you're probably wondering, well, if I have to put oil inside the car or anything else, do I have to go to the dealership in order to do that? Well, no, because these two discs that you see over here, they actually each hold a secret, so to speak. So here you have the coolant that you can fill up, and on this side you have the oil filler cap. Another cool feature of the Cayman is on the inside, where we can find this quite awesome Alcantara GT Sport steering wheel that's also heated. And at first I thought this was a spec mistake, because there's no button on this steering wheel where you can turn the heating on. But after I emailed the Porsche guys, they told me it's right under here, right behind this portion over here of the steering wheel, which is a quite weird place to put it, but there you go. So there you go, this was today's 5-minute espresso, where I showed you guys some of the cool quirks and features of the new Porsche Cayman GTS 4.0. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, my friends, and make sure you're subscribed for plenty more videos to come. And until next time, take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you around.